I've been reflecting on something recently, and actually, if I'm honest, it's something I've been trying to understand for many years, and that is, why do I love the outdoors so much? And why have I spent much of my life in mountains or leading groups, exploring caves or paddling rivers and bringing other people into those environments? For a long time I thought it was because I loved adventure, and don't get me wrong, I really do. I also thought it was just because I really love nature, and again, I really do. But recently I've realized that it's not actually the real reason. The outdoors is just a setting for the reason. Much like the mountains are part of that setting, any caves that I've ever been to, wild places like this along the coastline, the rivers that I've paddled. What I've realized is that what I really love is what those places tend to reveal. You see, when comfort disappears, something really interesting happens. Titles tend to matter less. Status, it matters less. Same with money. And ego, it's kind of stripped away too. And the beginning of character tends to emerge. You know, how do you respond when you're tired, or how do you respond when you're gripped with fear? When things don't go to plan, how do you respond? How do you respond when you are totally uncomfortable with what's around you, or when you're responsible with the other people with you? And the outdoors has a way of revealing those things, not because it's magical, but because the challenge strips away the parts of us that are often performing, and what is left is something much closer to who we really are. And I think that's why I've always loved taking people to wild, unforgiving places. I thought I was teaching them climbing or navigation, paddling, or mountain skills, but looking back, I don't think that was ever really the point. The skills were really just the vehicle. The real work was helping people discover something about themselves. Maybe that's what this is, Wild Roots. Maybe that's what it's always been called. That's what it's always been. A place where people can truly find and meet themselves, because I've come to believe that some of the greatest discoveries, they really aren't found on a map. They're found within us, being in a place on that map. And sometimes it does take that mountain or river or cave, a long difficult walk, to challenge us and help us see those traits inside us. Maybe that's why I also keep going back myself, not because of the places, but because of what those places reveal in me.